What's going on, guys? This is Sean Xavier,
Storyteller.
Vega Van.
and this is the Hot Seat Podcast, Hot Takes, where we give our hot take on whatever we deem is hot. And absolutely, what's hot right now is the Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. This is a spoiler-free hot take, so no worry, we're not gonna give
Spoiler
anything
free.
away. So first and
Everybody
foremost,
dies.
yeah, right. So first and foremost, of course, you already know. We're back to the first film out of the Marvel Phase 5, and we haven't
Yeah.
seen this guy since the end of season 1 of Loki. Mr. Jonathan Majors himself, right there, playing He Who Remains um, at the end of that last episode. And now we're into Phase 5, and Ant-Man finds himself, if you've seen from that trailer, down in the quantum realm,
Mhm.
played by Paul Rudd. Um, so yeah, what you guys got, man? What you guys take away from the film? Dive right into it without diving too far.
You can go first, Eric.
So what I took away from it was I love the look of the quantum realm.
Okay.
Okay.
Just I love the look, the ingenious ideas, the just the thought that was put into just making the quantum realm itself. As far as like everything that went into it, from the characters, the creatures, everything like that. Just some really off the wall thinking that it was like Star Wars level type thinking. When you see like the
Mm-hmm.
different type of droids
Mm-hmm.
and different type of beings when they go to different planets. So I mean, they really, it was some Star Wars type thinking when it came to that part. And that's what I really liked about it, was bringing that into it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
If we stay on the look of it, I definitely agree. I definitely got a Star Wars feel. I got a little bit because it is Disney. It just makes me feel Avatar, especially when they already showed it in the trailer riding the, I guess you would say, animal
Right.
within there.
What is the
Some of the
Petra.
some of the some of the different characters that are down there, I think, were introduced in a pretty crazy way.
Mm.
Um, ah, gives me a second because I'm trying to be spoiler free. Um, Overall, though, I give it an 8. Um, it's very hard because we're all going to come into this looking for that one to bring us back into that Infinity Gauntlet saga type of feel.
Right.
And I just want to reach out and say that I think I enjoyed this movie because I made myself go into this movie not expecting that.
Fair enough.
Doctor Strange, I went in looking for that because of how big it was pushed on us, of how this whole multiverse of war and everything was going to be. And I left, even though it was still a good movie, it didn't give me what I wanted. So in this one, I purposely said to myself, you know what? I just want to go in, enjoy the movie. It's the beginning of phase 5. I'm happy to see Kang, and let me see what I get out of it. And I think that's why I honestly gave it an 8, because I gave kind of the movie a shot instead of going in going, all right, this better be the end all be all. I better get right back in that field. Um, so I think that's what allowed me to enjoy the movie um, more than some of the other ones that came beforehand in phase 4. But Sean, you give your take.
Um, Look wise, it did the time that they spent on the quantum realm is evident. Like it gave you this film is probably for them going outside of outside of the box, meaning now we're in a space in Marvel where everything is otherworldly. Look at Guardians, look at Endgame, look at we're seeing a lot of different worlds. So what they created, I'll say to you guys both point, it was fantastic to see the colors, everything, the characters, all that's great. One change, and this has been talked about before, and I guess during the film, it didn't never really grow on me, but this is a change. I'm not sure if it was necessary or not. So if you guys realize,
Yep.
and you've seen her in the trailer as well. On your right, you got Emma Furman, who she had all but 2 scenes in Endgame,
Mhm.
and then on the left, you got Catherine Newton, who she was replaced with now, who's playing Cassie. So it was that a necessary change? Maybe, but I guess. I mean, either way, she grew up doing the blip and everything else. Um, Overall, I gave it a 7. And the reason being is I thought at the beginning, from a technical standpoint, the pacing was kind of off in the beginning. And then it hit a point where they hit the gas and it was all gas, no brakes. And then it just kept going. And then it was over. So I'm like, okay. So have I had one detractor from it was that um, I thought maybe a character here or there was kind of underused in a little way. But all in all, I thought it was a good movie. Um, I think I liked the second Ant-Man better. But what I'll
Totally
say,
different movie though.
yeah, it is, it is, it is.
Those first two were nothing like this.
Yeah, and maybe this is the way the characters were used at the time. But I will say this though, Jonathan Majors stole the show,
Yep.
and that's, I mean, he's done that in a lot of his films as of late, but he definitely played the part um, through and through. What
Make
else?
sure you stay for the 2 end credits.
Yes, you got a mid
Make
scenes
sure you stay
credit
for that.
and a post scenes credit, which oddly enough, either we become numb to it, or those post scene credits weren't as long as they used to be. Because I remember in the past, them post scene credits seemed like they used to go on for like a half hour before you got to the end. This one not so much. This one not so much, man. Anything else stand out from you guys? Non spoilerish on there.
Without being a spoiler to it, I'm happy that certain stories, I'll just put it that way, certain stories were told more in depth.
Yeah.
Certain things that you may have had a question mark going up to this point.
Right.
So I'll say it in that sense. Anything else to take from it? I will say that the Ant-Man series has lived off of the laughter on it. And
yeah.
This one, even when they were trying to throw it out there, I was like, okay.
Wow,
Doom. Yeah, kind of like that joint.
Really pick and choose to the comedy on this one.
Yeah.
It wasn't the
Yeah.
it wasn't like the other movies with
Right.
the comedy part. But
Yeah.
I think we go ahead.
Did you have Eric? Did you have like a oh shit moment doing the film at all? Like that one thing, like that. Wow. Even though the film itself may not have given you walked away with it a wow, but was there a point in the film where you were like, oh shit, and and it kind of like got you amped? Or it was just like medium.
no,
You
no,
said nah.
no.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That was the kind of the tone of the film. If you got, I mean, I guess this is spoilerish. We know Kang is going to continue. You got Kang Dynasty to look forward to.
Yeah.
So it's it was a good film. I guess it was a good start to Phase 5 after leaving a kind of a subpar Phase 4. All in all,
I'll put it this way, and I was ranking it before. The last movie for Marvel that gave me the feeling was Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah.
But if I'm ranking it through the rest of those, it was definitely better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Just got to keep on throwing that out there.
Yep.
At least for me. What's another one that was in there? I'm missing something.
That was in there. I mean, you were on the TV side. You had, She-Hulk.
I thought there was another movie in there though.
Oh,
Wakanda Forever was in there.
Wakanda Forever is in there. Spider-Man: No Way Home was in there.
I'm missing another one. I thought there was one more.
Maybe we did miss one.
I mean, wasn't Doctor Strange the other one?
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange. And I already told you my feeling on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of hovers around. See, Wakanda Forever, I kind of put on its own side thing because they had a lot to do with what went on.
Right.
So that's kind of yeah. But taking that out, I left the movie theater. I was like, okay, all right. instead of me leaving the movie theater of Doctor Strange going, man, they could have done so many things with that. So many things. And then me leaving the movie theater with Thor Love and Thunder going, what the hell just happened? That's really how I left that joint. I was like, everybody else was like, oh, did you see this and this? I was like, what the hell just happened? So
True,
yeah,
true.
so I'll give them a kudos on that.
Yeah.
We'll see how the rest goes.
Yeah, man. I think I had a 7. I think Eric, 8? You said?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, even there. So 7.6, not bad. That might be because of my 7 because I gave, but you can average all three of them out. 7.6. I mean, you got so much room for for up. So more room for it to grow. It should be fun though. I'm still excited for where Phase 5 is going. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get crazier.
Guardians, man.
Yeah, it's going to blow our minds, man. Yeah, that's all I got on the film right now, man. We'll give you guys a much more in detail after
It's hard to really break this down without spoiling it.
Yeah, we'll give you guys about a week and we'll be back with it. Trust and believe. Trust and believe, man. So, for myself, Vega, storyteller, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the show. Hot Seat Podcast, Hot Takes. We'll be back and we'll see you next time.